What is up, everyone? Welcome back to Heavenly Delusion episode 7. So, as usual, timer-based reaction on YouTube, picture-in-picture version in the description below. So if you're still watching on YouTube, grab your copy of the episode because the countdown for the timer starts now. Alright. Continuing our journey once again after the previous episode. A question for the ages. Yes, they do. Yes. Japanese jokes that are flying over my head because I don't really understand much about the words. Okay, you're the only one who calls them that. Alright, the Immortal Order. Oh. Oh. Just the loneliness of that shot. And the singular lighting as well. Okay. Hmm. Oh. Yeah. Hmm. Ooh. Great shot. The doctor? Seems like it. Dr. Usami. I don't remember if we actually got his name before or not. The only one I remember was Robin. So I don't necessarily remember the name of the doctor. Stop human experiments, free the patients. Okay. No, no. Like the signs and everything. Okay, they're against them. Two opposing forces in the same region. Mm-hmm. Live human. Live human. But it's a place of experiments. Okay, okay. Hmm. Yes. Huh. But that experiment has been rather successful, or at least transplanting one's brain to another body. Not necessarily a machine's body. Same place as what we saw before, right? Uh-huh. Yeah. Show it. Brain. There's a head over there. Oddly reminds me of a plot point in Alita Battle Angel. Hmm. He could still be Dr. Usami in a sense that he transplanted his own brain. Right, the man-eater situation. Nice. Cool-headed. Hmm. Oh yeah. Which is a problem. Great. Hmm. Oh. Okay. Spiders. Wonder if the man-eater that they are keeping is actually like somebody we know. Could also be his sister. Could be one of the patients or the children that we saw in the facility. Or it could be something entirely different. Fair assumption. Some of the red lights. Hmm. Getting more and more ominous. Yeah, who? Oh, what is that? Oh! Oh, no, 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 no. There's more than that. What if they're human body parts? Not sure anymore. Love the sound design. The echoey. Oh. Ah. Okay. Oh, that is. I hate things that looks like flies. Fucking disgusting. Oh, that just appeared out of nowhere. Also love the change in color tone. Getting that more teal color scheme. Well, that's different. Oh, well, there goes your arms. Like, they're not natural teeth, they're more mechanical. Mental attacks, huh? That's why they were appearing out of nowhere. And not me. Mm. So you think I'm incapable? But at least he's aware of what he's saying. Just a spur of the moment. Who's this? Who is this? Dr. Usami? Well, hello. Yeah. Okay, I am intrigued. Oh, didn't recognize his voice when I heard him. Someone else they want to kill. Someone they want to protect. But we don't know. Hmm. We didn't get anything related to the children's in this episode. It was entirely Maru and Kiriko. Any after credits? I don't think so. Okay, episode 7 of Heavenly Delusion, the Immortal Order. This was a fine episode. This was more like a setup episode for the next episode. Like, there's not a lot of things happen in this episode in terms of like plot. We do learn more about some things, but in terms of like plot development, we are just merely laying out where we're gonna go next. And I feel like the next episode is where we're actually getting into the meat of things. This is more like the appetizer to the main course. It's a fine episode. I think it does feel a bit slower than usual, I would say. Most Heavenly Delusion episode has been pretty tightly written, I might add. Even some of the more slower pace episodes, I feel like there's still plenty of stuff happening that may fill in the gaps. This episode, there's more, I would say, questions being laid out than answers being thrown in, even though at this point Heavenly Delusion has been just straight up throwing questions after questions, but it's more like questions that we never really ask about. That's what makes it interesting. This episode feels more like they are expanding on some of the questions that we had before. The thing with the doctor, now we have a new doctor, Dr. Usami. We still don't know if that is like the same doctor or not. Again, because of the idea of transplanting one's own brain and memories into like different bodies is a thing in this world, so it's still, the possibility is still there, even though I don't think that is going to be the case. If it is the case, well, then it is what it is. But it is, I think this episode's biggest points I would add is the exploration of, it's the further exploration of what it means to be human, right? Because this episode is bringing up the ideas of transplanting human body parts and combining them with machines. It's not like that has never happened before, especially in our real life, but it's a matter of like the ethical and moral question of, okay, so if we do this again and again and again, then how far until we reach the point where you are no longer human, right? It's the question of, okay, are you more machine than man? Because that's like the thing that the humans in this episode are protesting about, right? It's the protest of, we need to preserve our own humanity. We need to preserve our Earth. We need to preserve the natural order of things. We can't really change that at all. We're not playing God here, right? It's ideas that are present in a lot of sci-fi movies and stories and shows, so it's not like it's anything unique or special in Heavenly Delusion, but it is fun to see it being explored regardless, especially since we have been exploring this world along with a character that is in a similar situation, not necessarily with a machine body, but another person's body, which still begs the ethical question and the psychological question of, are you still the same person or not? I don't think I need to explain further into that because I've been talking about that for like the past couple of episodes. I feel like I've pretty much set my piece on the matter, so I'm just at this point exploring and just experiencing the show itself as the story unfolds. I think when it comes to like mystery shows, there will be a point where most of the questions have been asked, and it's a matter of, okay, when are we going to get the answers? And I feel like I have reached that point in Heavenly Delusion, at least for now, in the first episode, in this season, right, in this episode, because we've been laying out a lot of questions before, and I feel like we haven't really added more to the questions. So we're still lingering on those same mysteries, those same questions, and we're still waiting for those answers to appear. And that is what is essentially, that is exactly what I'm feeling right now. I'm just waiting for the answers to drop. Again, not to say that this is a bad episode. I think it's a pretty good episode. There's a lot of tension. There's a lot of, one thing that I will add about this episode again is it's the development of our characters, especially when it comes to Maru and Kiriko, I guess, in a sense that their journey from the first episode up until this point has changed their perspective and their trust with other people. Because before, they are more willing to accept people's offers, they are more willing to trust other people and their judgment and what they say, what they do, what they told them to do, and all that stuff. But after a couple of run-ins with people that are either backstabbing them or setting them up into a trap or whatever, in this episode, I am glad to see that when they did venture into the basement, Maru started to question, wait a minute, is this a trap? Because we've been trapped like this before. It could be another trap. Like, I like that. I love that the characters are learning from their mistakes and they are beginning to question things, right? And it also makes us, the audience, also question things on whether or not, okay, should we actually trust these people? They seem like good people, right? And especially with the way it's being set up, it is being set up as if the Immortal Order are the bad guys and the living humans are the good guys because they're trying to preserve the very human nature of us. And then the Immortal Order, they're the ones who are tampering and changing our very genetics and using us as experiments and whatnot. But again, it's a matter of perspective, right? We don't know what their actual goal is. We're only seeing it through the perspective of somebody who hates them, right? Again, they can just straight up be like a very evil organization that is actually just using, Hidokos and humans as experiments and whatnot, and we're probably gonna get that revelation in the next episode of like, oh shit, this is what they're doing. But because Dr. Usami in the final scene of this episode is asking them for help, right? Even in the beginning of the episode when he learns that these two mercenaries, these two guns for hire are roaming around his city, he's like, all right, bring them in. I want to give them a job, right? And specifically at the end of this episode, he asked them to, I want you to kill someone, and I want you to protect someone. 2 targets, 1 to save and 1 to kill. That is going to be interesting to see what they are in the next episode, and it's going to be interesting to see how these two will either accept or deny those requests, right? There needs to be more explanation. Dr. Usami needs more explaining to do to win them over, right? So that's going to be something that I will be looking forward to in the next episode. Again, I do feel like this episode feels like a setup episode, and the next episode is where things are probably going to ramp up more. But yeah, fun episode. Exploring the themes and the ideas of humanity and all this stuff. Once again, right? Not really things that have never been explained or explored upon in this season of Heavenly Delusion. I think like that's pretty much a theme ever since like the very beginning of the show, and we're just kind of exploring more to it. So really not much to add in terms of questions and what I overall think. I don't know. Like it's a fine episode. It's a fine episode, but it's more like a bridge between, like the previous arcs and the next arcs. Yeah. Overall, visuals still look good, animation still look good. The music still very subtle, but does the job done. Sound design has been pretty good lately. Like sometimes anime does feel like low quality sound effects, sometimes, but in this show, it does feel like the sound design has been pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Actually, like I actually have nothing else to say. I know it's a very, very short discussion for this episode of Heavenly Delusion. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I feel like there's going to be more discussions in the comments than what I could provide currently in my video. Of course, I am just recording this offline. If I were to live stream this, then a lot of people in chat might probably add more to the discussion, and that would prolong the video. But hey, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, and I would gladly read them and reply to them. Even though at this point, if you are commenting on it, then I'm pretty sure I'm already done with the show. So it might be interesting to see like the perspective of what I felt during this recording and how I felt after the show is over. So on that note, early access is available on Patreon. Links are in the description below. And yeah, I'll see you guys later next week for the next episode of Heavenly Delusion. Take care. Have a nice day. Peace.